Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the beautiful Atlanta Motor Speedway. On the pole for today's race, our computer crashes, Z-Lab Bright, and then it is Al Legacy, and it's Eric Rodriguez, John Gilbert, and then it's Eric Monaco, Max Anderson, Quentin Moore, Rick Johnson, Scott Roush, and Stephen Pollard. Green flag is in the air. Then it's Stephen Thompson, and then DJ Harris. So green flag is in the air here at Atlanta. 33 laps around this big speedway. Next week is Daytona. Then we head to Talladega, and then the finale at Michigan. And right now, Eric Rodriguez, a guy who needs to gain some points, needs to get a little catch up, because he's been in a couple wrecks, and it's kind of took him almost out of this championship. So he's a guy that's got to gain some points. Battle for the lead, though, is between two Roush Fenway Fords. Scott Roush and Quentin Moore, both at a knockout queue. A lot of these knockout queue cars showed some big speed in qualifying. I guess and it's kind of an advantage a little bit to run a little bit of knockout queue, because you got a little, you got more track time, a little bit more. And then you can see some of the knockout queue guys are deep in the field. But back to the point, the last time that 61 car went to victory lane, it was the number 99, and Scott went to victory lane at Auto Club in season 4. Had a photo finish with DJ Curtis. And then the next year, DJ Curtis got beat by another Roush Ford. So DJ has been beat by a lot of Roush Fords at Auto Club. You see Connor Hurley. And then you see the two championship contenders right here. Zachary Fitzwater and Luis Hernandez. I think Fitzwater is one of the guys who are just laying in wait, waiting to see what happens. You can see him go to the bottom, making it 3 wide for the lead. Connor Hurley getting a little loose. There's Ash Curtis, the all-time wins leader in Sportsman, battling for the lead. Now Goodyear brought it. Oh, contact! Matt Haas into the wall a ton. John Gilbert is destroyed. Alexander Rose around through the grass. Joey Murphy, I think, just took a spin cycle. David Diaz has got some damage. Somebody got loose in the front. Scott Roush has got a ton of nose damage. Annie Thomas has got a lot of damage. Looks like Luis Hernandez has a little bit of damage out of this. Zachary Fitzwater goes to... I think Fitzwater and Ash Curtis make contact, and it kind of created a stack up. And as you see all these cars down pit road, the 88 of Cynthia Bright's got a ton of damage. I think something happens right here. Watch out of 3. Yeah, you see the 9 just get loose, make a little contact. And then right here you can see, look at the 93. Actually, it just looks like Rick Johnson gets loose. Oh, he made a little contact with Al, and then, oh, Al Legacy was in the wall a ton. Oh, Matt Haas goes up and over. Eric Rodriguez kind of squeaks out with no damage. Joey Murphy squeaks out. Man, that took a lot of contending cars out of this race. I don't even see Al Legacy after he got turned. There he is, sitting in that number 1 pit stop box. And that's been his season, this whole season. Would make a race through knockout queue, and a lot of times this season he's been the first car out of the race, or one of the first cars, and oh, he's he's destroyed. Scott Roush had to hit the brake and then gets into him. Quentin Moore gets in there. See Alexander Rowe way in the back getting turned. So I think somebody ran him over. Oh, David Diaz hits William Brock. That throws them around. And tough break for a lot of good cars. But to the front of the field, Zachary Fitzwater is your leader. And they're working on 3 cars right now, trying to get them back out. They tried to work on Scott Roush's car. I think they did knock the hood back down on it. So he might be fine. But a ton of cars are torn up out of a lap 9 crash here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Coming into this race, Eric's got a 1-point lead over John Gilbert. Luis Hernandez, he's got a 2-point lead over Rick Johnson. A 9-point lead over Schwallenberg. A 10-point lead over Zachary Fitzwater. So right now, 6 guys have a shot to win the championship. We're going to get you back to green flag here in just a moment. Green flag back in the air, and we're back to racing here at Atlanta. Fitzwater leads. And then it's Ash Curtis, James Shelley, Luis Hernandez, Cody Monaco, Alan Matthews, who's 16 out, so technically he could gain some points today. Eric Rodriguez, current point leader, sitting back here in 22nd, so he's a car that's gotta start moving. Oh, Will Goss was just turned into the wall. No caution. At least I don't think. Yeah, there's no caution for that. Goss is on the apron on the racetrack. 2-time winner this season, and he's saying the 25 is destroyed. We're gonna see what happened. It was right at the start-finish line. He's making a pass. It looked like Quentin Moore gets loose, gets into him, and I don't know how they all 3 saved those cars, but Will Goss down to pit lane. It's Fitzwater still kind of controlling this thing. Here comes DJ Curtis moving up. P4. It's a Ford 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. So it looks like Ford has brought some good cars here to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Top 4 Fords. Then you have Chevys, then 2 Toyotas, and then a Chevy and a Ford. That rounds out your top 10. Battle for second, James Shelley in the Penske Ford going up under Ash Curtis. As now it's teammates side by side, DJ and Ash for Richard Petty Motorsports. Ash Curtis gonna drive on back. Shelley now maybe gonna make a pass here on Fitzwater, and he does. James Shelley in the GoPro Ford. A car that we have not really seen up in the front a lot of the races this season. Somebody sounds like somebody was in the wall. We haven't seen this car up in the front a lot of the races this season. Oh, Goss to the middle of the pack. Never hit anybody, but that has to be a scary sight to see. Luis Hernandez back here behind Eric Rodriguez. There's a catch in Annie Thomas. Or they're catching Will Goss. I think Goss was pretty much destroyed in that Hendrick Motorsport Chevrolet. Eli Bright to the point now. Getting pushed from Alan Matthews as they catch Gatlin down in. Alan Matthews is out of the throttle and has to slide up 4 wide down the back straightaway. I don't know how they made that stick. Oh, Ash Curtis trying to make a quick pass. Robbie Jackson was going up to the high side. Ooh, you can see cars now getting hung up behind the 81. Louise and Eric Rodriguez going to the high side. Contact. championship leaders involved. Luis Hernandez and Eric Rodriguez, both of them point contenders, separated by 1 point. And they're both now took out of this race. Caution in the air. William Brock, I don't think, has took the caution. Pace car is out. So Jack Lagasse on the cusp of going a lap down. I think we'll get his lap back since the caution was already out. Ooh. Cody Lamas the P2, but the points leader. Eric Rodriguez is destroyed. Second in points, or third in points, Luis Hernandez, who is out 1 point, is destroyed in the number 24 Chevrolet. So the top 3 in points, all 3 are having some bad days. Oh. Luis Hernandez is retired out of the event. Eric Rodriguez is still sitting here. Seen what happened and brought out the caution. Today would be a good day for a guy like Fitzwater. He could gain points. Alan Matthews can gain points. Right now, Eric Rodriguez is out. John Gilbert is out. Rick Johnson is out. Dylan Schwallenberg was just involved in that. And he is like 2 points out. Yeah, Dylan Schwallenberg is 9 points out, so he can gain. Fitzwater can gain, and Alan Matthews and so could Joey Murphy and David Diaz is out, and this would have been a good day for Will Goss to gain. So a lot of the guys in the top 10 who are not that off, not far out of the points lead, all are having big time trouble today here at Atlanta. Luis is going to come home in 28th. Lights on the pace car are off. Green flag is in the air. Cody Lamas spun the tires on the start. Don't know why it jumped super quick when I hit accelerate. You can see Dylan right now not in a position to score points. Neither is Joey Murphy. Alan Matthews is in a position to score. And right now, Zachary Fitzwater is in a position to maybe win this race and then take over the points lead. You can see where Eric Rodriguez is. He's 25th. To gain any points, he'd have to be up in the top 15. So it doesn't look like Eric's going to save his point lead going into Daytona. Right now, Fitzwater is battling with James Shelley hard for the win. Ooh, man, Shelley tucked up all over the back bumper of the number 16, and they are actually pushing each other to try to pull away from Lamas and Alan Matthews. Here comes Eric Monaco. They're going to get Monaco Waltrip Racing their first win in that 78. Visor protection, a Precision Toyota, Furniture Row. Sponsored. Right now, Fitzwater leads Shelley, and then he leads Eric Monaco. Here comes Ash Curtis. Here comes Robbie Jackson in an unsponsored race car. He's going to have a sponsor for Daytona and Talladega. And right now, he's in a position to maybe score his first ever Sportsman victory in this number 8 Ford. The tires are wearing off. That 8 car kind of got strong. As they're about to catch Eric Rodriguez, who's pretty destroyed, they're going to start catching a lot of cars that are torn up. And they will run into lap traffic at the end of this thing. Eric Monaco is there to the back bumper of Fitzwater. Monaco would love to win his first ever race and win his team their first ever race. Eli Bright right there. I think Eli would get a second win this season if he could get up here and make the pass. There's Jonathan Zorlian, Richard Childress, Pollard, Stephen Pollard. A couple of these guys looking to get their first wins. Zorlian, Stephen Thompson, Robbie Jackson. All these guys looking to get their first wins. They're catching the 21. Ooh. Look at the pass by Eli Bright to the inside with 2 laps to go. They're still catching lap traffic though, so this thing's not technically over. Gatlin down, he's going to stay on the high side. No, she's coming down into Eli Bright. Contact, they save it. Look at Fitzwater to the high side, making a pass. White flag is in the air. Fitzwater kept his foot in it and made that pass back on the high side. Eli Bright thought he had the race won, and to a crazy move by Zachary Fitzwater keeping his foot up on the high side. Fitzwater's going to come out of 3 and 4, and Fitzwater is going to win in Atlanta. And that will give Zachary Fitzwater his 3rd ever Sportsman victory. And is that enough to keep him signed at Roush Fenway Racing? Or has he still got plans to jump to a different team? Rumor mill has him going to Penske Racing next season. He, James Shelley, and Alexander Rowe, all 3 as teammates next season. Sounds pretty good. And I could see this happening. I think this win could change every bit of that. You're going to see your top 15. It's Fitzwater, Eli Bright, Stephen Pollard, Eric Monaco, Jonathan Zorlian, James Shelley, DJ Curtis, Cody Lamas, Ash Curtis, DJ Harris, Stephen Thompson, Cody Monaco, Joey Murphy, Robbie Jackson, and Annie Thomas. That is your top 15, and then here's the rest of your finishing order. As we will see you guys next week from the Daytona International Speedway till we meet again.